Let's go by and get down. Real slick, man. I hope the kids ain't around. It's funny.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a beautiful week of checking these buttons. We got some really confusingly dramalistic. Is that a word, dramalistic?
Ass, titties.
Well, damn it, if it's not, it's a word today. You heard it here first. Dramalistic buttons we about to check. Y'all ready? Let's go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies pretending to be gentlemen. The reason why I say that is because of this story. This right here, we are only in day number 5 of 2019, and I've already experienced one of the biggest trolls that I've ever seen. It was confusing on multiple ends. I was like, yo, it's not even FGC, but it was on my feed, and hell, it was everywhere in the last like 24 to 48 hours. It was crazy. I was like, yo, what the hell is this? And this all was summed up pretty well right here by Angela Knight that says, let me get this straight. Overwatch player claiming to be a 17-year-old girl quickly climbs minor league rankings. Gamers smell a rat and claim she isn't who she says she is. Journals run usual women harassed in gaming stories. It was a guy all along, moi, social experiment. Okay, so I'll try to make sense of this and break it down for you really quick. So there was apparently a gamer girl that appeared from the mist, from the shadows by the name of Ellie. It was all like online, right? And then she got notoriety. She got pretty famous pretty quick because she was beating a lot of players and kind of rising through the rankings. And from my understanding, they never really saw her face, never met her in person because it's all done online. So everybody was like, yo, this is a girl. And then sometimes when they played or when Ellie played, you could actually hear a woman's voice.
Dude, what I think is happening right now is someone is playing on this account and Ellie is talking right beside him.
So a couple things happened. One, the gamers were outraged. They're like, yo, this is not a woman. A woman can't be this good. And that started a whole other debate because people were like, yo, this is sexist, sexual harassment. How dare you say a woman can't be this good? Obviously, this Ellie person is this good. Why don't you learn to respect women more kind of thing? And on top of this, Ellie was actually able to get sponsored by a team by the name of Second Wind and become like a sponsored player. So this is now becoming even a bigger thing because this so-called Phantom Ellie is not only rising through the ranks, but now actually a sponsored player, and people are, gradually getting more and more pissed off. So I'm not sure how long Ellie was actually with Second Wind, but shortly after, Second Wind released this saying, unfortunately, due to some unforeseen reactions, Ellie has opted to step down from the team. We hope you continue to support her in her ventures in Overwatch as we will. Of course, social media saw this and they ran with it. They wrote articles. They screamed, feminine equality, this is wrong, we need justice, this is bullshit, let's fight for Ellie, let's make t-shirts and saying we love Ellie, Ellie, huh? Ellie. I'm just saying, I just keep saying it because it seems like a funny way to pronounce Punisher. And the reason why we say Punisher is because turns out it was a dude by the name of Punisher who was actually good at Overwatch, who was playing the game for her the whole time.
The whole situation was meant to be, in a way, like a social experiment. Ellie is actually Punisher, and he told me yesterday. Yeah, Ellie is Punisher. He did this for like a social experiment thing and did not expect it to get out of hand, so.
Continues on right here with Slasher that pretty much breaks it down as well, saying regarding Ellie said in a private message to the teammates in the last hour confirming she has not been the one playing. She is a 17-year-old girl but is not good at Overwatch. No Second Wind players / management knew. Blizzard is currently holding a meeting with Second Wind players / management. He goes on to say Punisher, the player assumed to have played Ellie, is just another NA ladder player, not a pro smurf or a semi-pro. It is also possible more than one person played under her name. And you have other people like Ian here that says, no, this was just a complete shit show. It should have been done in the first place. The stuff with Ellie and Overwatch has left a sour taste in my mouth. Social experiments, what? Hey, bud, I just dropped an apple. Gravity is real. Sexism in esports is not something that is swept under the rug. It's not subtle. It's horrifyingly open and unafraid. And he goes on to say, next time someone has the bright idea to conduct a social experiment, stop and think for a split second before you add fuel to a raging fire for abuse and sexism. Maybe instead of pretending to be a woman, you could support women in esports. No experiment needed. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a blessed Monday. Definitely let me know what you think about this. And once again, I know it's not FGC, but it is definitely something that sounds familiar when you talk about sexism, women not experiencing equal rights, and trolls of social experiments. Definitely something that the FGC has seen before. Now, I don't know to what degrees. I'm not going to say, oh, FGC is just as bad as this this or we do stuff like that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in the end, we're all gamers and we've seen stuff like this happen from time to time. Now, as far as the social experiment, real talk, I have not seen that. I have not seen somebody troll this hard and be like, yo, I only did it to get a rise out of people or social experiment. I wanted to prove a point. I don't even know if there was a point proved here or anything like that, because they haven't really came out and talked about anything since, as far as I know. If you know more, definitely let me know in the comments. But what I will say, a lot of other people are saying, well, the only reason why they backed out now is not because the social experiment was over, was because it went way too far than they planned in the first place. They actually got sponsored. They made it through these rankings. There's only so far you can get where people are going to have to see you, right? Where you're going to have to play in a tournament face to face, where you're going to have to do interviews and actually put the proof in the pudding. They knew once they got sponsored and once they got to this level that they had to stop, because the lie basically could not live that much longer. And now, once again, you have two sides of the fence. You have people that are looking at the people that just ran with the original story saying, yo, this was bullshit. Y'all didn't even do no verification. Y'all took this story of sexual harassment and you ran with it and you pretty much shitted on the community. And then you got other people saying, no, even though it wasn't real, there's still well-known sexual harassment in the community, and it's something that we need to correct and definitely talk about.
I still get the people like, who boosted you? You're boosted. You're carried. Like, dude, what do I have to do to prove myself to people? Like, it's so hecking dumb. There's so many girls who are actually like good at the game too.
Anyway, that's kind of the way I see it, and I know a lot of other people see it that way, but what do you think of this whole shit show? Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you bright and early on time tomorrow. Horny Tuesday 2019, y'all. Love you forever. Peace.
Blah, blah, blah. Subscribe.
Don't try this at home, because if you do, you're dead.